Good morning and welcome to the Climate Change Conference at the GEMS Kindergarten Starters. We are honored and privileged to have in our midst Dr. Abdullah Al-Karam, Chairman of the Board of Directors and Director General of the Knowledge and Human Development Authority. We are also pleased to have with us Melanie Howard, founder of Educate Global, Mr.Dino Varkey, CEO of GEMS Education, Mr. Pankaj Bodke, Indian Council Education, the leadership of the Hammersmith and Fulham Sovereign Borough Council, the Guardian Visual Features team, managing directors and executive directors of companies that support sustainability, senior members of the GEMS School Support Center, the press, principals, parents, and staff of KGS. We have to begin action against climate change at some time. Now is a good beginning. My expertise lies in raising children for more than 3 decades. And through these years, very little has been achieved through global negotiations in effectively addressing the climate crisis. We have been made to believe that climate change is a naturally occurring phenomenon. We've been programmed to think as politicians and policymakers would have us believe. The United Arab Emirates has always exemplified its commitment in caring for the environment, and under the visionary leadership of its rulers is continuing the green initiatives of His Highness Sheikh Zayed. We have already seen the impact of greenhouse gases unfolding in ways that are more severe than was predicted all over the world, leaving us wondering about the future of our planet. We gain consensus when more of us demand action for climate change. We cannot, however, wait for consensus to take action. So what do? Whatever the question, education is the answer, is a favorite quote of the GEMS founder and chairman, Mr. Sunny Varkey. A fundamental societal change is now needed, and that lies in the hands of educators, and this is what GEMS Education is spearheading here in this region. What is required is the organic growth of like-minded people who can change the world. This is what led Kindergarten Starters to engage with Educate Global to bring UN-certified climate change teachers into every classroom of ours in order for students and parents to understand climate change, its influence on the individual, and the ability to make informed and responsible decisions. As evidence of our changing climate continues to grow, the scientific community has begun to provide a better understanding of how current and future climate change will impact our society and the environment. This is why there is a growing emphasis on promoting climate literacy through education and outreach initiatives in all of our GEMS schools in a variety of formal and informal settings. The Kindergarten Starters' commitment to plant 15,000 trees each year under the Plant a Legacy initiative is not about raising better children for our planet, but to make sure that every one of us understands that we have a part in this, so that our emotional quotient is far higher, so that we understand our connection to this planet. The objective of these efforts is to cultivate climate-literate individuals who are capable of understanding, communicating, and making informed decisions about weather, climate, its functions, and impacts. As efforts to improve climate literacy in formal and informal settings continue, it is critical that we synthesize research focused on teachers, students, curriculum, and instruction that have thus far contributed to and informed the field of climate literacy and education. This is where the UN-certified courses enabled us to place content that is well-researched and accurate in front of the children. GEMS Kindergarten Starters is transforming teaching and learning. Transformative teaching begins when teachers and learners work together to explore and better the ground up. In the past 3 months, we've captured stories of truly transformative teaching which employed thoughtful participatory practice that has changed the lives of our students and parents and the wider community for the better. This pedagogy forces the teacher and parents to walk the talk. Through compassion, they provide safe environments to students to actively engage and reflect in their learning process. The use of meaningful assignments allows students to develop metacognition, to cultivate a set of lifelong skills through active and attuned interaction. Art, storytelling, forensic science, creating awareness in communities, and planting trees were some of the transformational and transdisciplinary approaches that were indispensable in embedding climate literacy in lessons. The students were empowered when they realized the importance of climate change and its direct impact on the well-being of the environment. We have to now teach our children with greater urgency how to interact with natural ecosystems. When everything is falling apart, every one of us has to pick up the pieces. Our children and their education is the beacon of hope that will sustain life on this planet. We have a greater responsibility now than ever before to equip our children for a future that we will not be a part of. Science and technology, while important, needs to go hand in hand with the ethical transformation of society. In closing, I echo the words of the erstwhile President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. We will respond to the threat of climate change, knowing that the failure to do so would betray our children and our future generations. Thank you.